They go play action now. Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
11, recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And shutting him off, now open field. The 40, the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 63 yards, and the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow, on the line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, 57, 57. Hey, check right, check right. Watching you cry. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, let's get there. 57, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
55's my guy. 55.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
Mahomes on target there to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Yellow, there's your line.
Strong right, strong right.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the kick by Butker is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And some room to maneuver. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that's score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the shift.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Mahomes forced out to his left. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final try for Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go. Ready, 280, 21.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Escape, orbit. Ready to go.
One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game.